Today, we are going to discuss on create a brand using ASP.NET Layer Core approach. Okay, ASP.NET MVC Core layered approach, because we are already get the data. Am I right? Say yes or no. Come on, guys. Okay. So first, what we need to do is we just go to the project, Visual Studio. Close all other tabs. Try to build the project. Now go to your controller first. Step one is step one. Create an action method. Create an action method in brand controller. That is your first step. So go to your project, go to your controller, open. Here, I am actually removing this stuff which is not required for future. So I'm removing, and I'm also removing this one, which we are discussed, right? Lot of service dependencies and everything. So I'm removing this, and I remove this. Fine. So now everything is perfect. Now here, I'm trying to create public action result create. Here I'm simply say return view. This is the action method. Clear my point, everybody? Everybody clear my point?
Yes, sir.
So here you have to use an attribute called HTTP get method. It means you are going to getting data from the application. There you need to enable your route. In this route, you make sure you provide create here. Okay. So where this method create will be invoked in your project. Where this method create need to be accessed. So what we are going to do, I'll show you the code. Now you see there is a brand ID and brand name. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Here you are going to add a one more between brand detail and brand ID. I'm going to add a button saying that new brand or create brand. Okay, so how to bring that create brand? For that, first you go to solution, open your index.html. Okay, under the brand, you are having like this, right? So what you need to do, you need to modify a few things. I'll do one by one. I'm going to use a div class row. Okay, this is the byte right option in the Bootstrap. Okay, here I'm trying to create brand details. In this, you are going to say 12, and then here I specify text hyphen center. Okay, come here, I say slash div. And then I have one more div. Aligned properly. And then again, I'm going to have one more div class row. Okay, so I'm not going to use HR tag. I'm going to use the cut the table. I'm putting within this, and then I'm removing both of them. Control A, K, D, so that the proper alignment comes. Now, this is in one row and this is in another row. Am I right? Say sir. No.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Varsha, Vivek,
Yes,
Akshay,
sir.
you got
Yes.
the data, right? So it is in one row, the other one is in another row. Or you got my point. Now, in between these two, I'm going to create a row, div, class, row, and then I'm going to create a div class call hyphen lg hyphen 3, call hyphen md hyphen 3. What is call hyphen mg hyphen 3? LG means long device, MD means tab, mobile device, or you can use the LG means long device, MD means tab. If you want to display in mobile, call hyphen SM hyphen. This is for mobile. Now here I'm going to create a button. How I'm going to create a button is anchor class btn hyphen primary. Okay, this is how I'm going to create a button. Understand my point? Now, if you go and run the project, you see the proper alignment of text is coming. See, you see a button here. Are you able to see a button?
Yes, sir.
But button doesn't have a text. So what you are planning to do in the anchor, you say new brand. You've given a text like this and then save, run. See, no need to show off and on. Okay, I will show you one trick. Okay, uh, you it is running mode. Okay, for HTML, you no need to refresh the build every time. Okay, without building also you can do that. So you need a space here between new brand and table. Do you need a space or not? Say yes or no.
Yes.
So to make a space, what you need to do here is in the row where you say MB hyphen 4. What is MB hyphen 4? Margin bottom. MB is nothing but margin bottom. Once you've done that, you see there is a red color, hot reload. Are you able to see here? Are you
Yes,
able
sir.
to see a hot reload in your Visual Studio? What you need to do, you
Yes, sir.
click on this. The moment you click on this, it get automatic refreshed. Why it is not coming? Okay, I put it here, not here. I have to put it here. And then hot reload. Save all, hot reload. Now you got the gap mark.
Yes, sir.
So this is very awkward. So let us make it as 2. Now it is good. Now when you click on this brand, which method need to be called?
Create.
Create method. Create action method need to be called. So where you need to connect your controller from here to that action method. Am I right?
Sure.
Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is your second step? First step, you created an action method. Step 2, what we are doing? Step 2, design a HTML anchor to click on a button, new brand. Third step, associate HTML anchor to action method. Am I right? Everybody clear?
Yes,
To
sir.
do that, step 4, include add tag helper class. Okay, so you need to add a tag helper class in the index.cshtml. Okay, let me take the tag helper. Where I need to go? Here you need to add a tag helper. At the rate add. You see there is an add tag helper. Microsoft. That line I will take it from my Word document. That line is there in my Word document. Let me take. I will give you this document to you guys. Don't worry. Hmm. Chrome. Go to this mail ID. Drive. My drive. very difficult every time I'm going to this document. I'm downloading the document so that future, if required, we can use it. Done. Close it. Go back to here. Downloads. Open. I open this. Confirm. Close this. I simply say Control F. You see, this one you need to copy. Copy. That's all you have to do. And then come back here. You have to write two attributes. ASP hyphen controller. What is your controller name? What is your controller name?
Create.
Come on, guys.
Create.
Your controller name is brand. Copy this brand. Go back. Use this. And then, what is your action method?
Create.
ASP action. Create is your action. All right. So I had linked my new brand button with my action method by using tag helper. Understand my point?
Sir,
Everybody understand?
yes, sir.
So tag helper will tell you to communicate your request from HTML helper to controller class. Now you see here. Yeah, please.
Sir, what is that star in the first line, sir?
See, this is any kind of class name, and this is the namespace, tag helper namespace. So they are telling star, comma, Microsoft.ASP.NET Core.MVC.tag helpers. So whereas in earlier, before .NET Core MVC, we have ASP.NET MVC, right? There we will use HTML helper. Do you remember?
No, sir, not used.
You are not in used. I think Ashok, you would have aware of it.
HTML Excel link. HTML
Yes.
Excel link.
Yes. You saw that, right? Similar to that, here we are calling as tag helper. Okay. So the tag helper for ASP.NET Core is more important. This will associate. You see, string anchor tag helper dot controller, string anchor tag helper dot action method. Now, if you run the project, you see, I'll get a URL link in the view source. Now right click, view source. You see there is a create. Earlier you are not seeing a create. Now you are seeing a create. When you click create, a local host create was not found. Let me show you. Go to brand controller, put a breakpoint here. You see, when you click a create, it is hitting here. Say yes or no?
Right.
It is hitting or not?
Yes, it is.
Okay. When you click on it, it is saying there is no create.cshtml. So we need to add a CSHTML file. Say yes or no?
Yes.
So how do you do that in a CSHTML file? Go to project, go to your solution.
View.
Okay. Go to your project, go to your solution. In the brand folder, right click, add, view, say razor empty view, and try to add and then say the view name is create.cshtml. CSHTML is added. Under this brand folder, there is a CSHTML create is added or not? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Ashok, Vivek,
Yes, sir.
Akshay, Satish, Varsha. You guys are added or not? Varsha?
Yes, sir, added.
Okay. Now what you need to do? First, you need to use HTML head title. Simply say create brand and then body. To bring proper format of this, you go here, you take this link reference. Okay, go to create HTML, you refer to the link here. Your Bootstrap has been linked here. Okay, and then div class container, div class row m top margin empty-3. I don't want to give a much big space, so that I'm using div class h1 tag. I want to create an h1 text align, text center. Okay, here I say create brand. Okay, did I created a brand?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Am I created a brand? Now try to run the project. Go to brand controller, remove this. When I click a new brand, you see create brand HTML is called. What are the HTML razor view I created? It is called or not?
Right.
Sir.
Okay, now here I need to have a label and text box where I need to enter brand and then I need to have a button. How to design that? Go back to your CSHTML. I don't want this row. Here to say same div class row empty-3 margin top, because I need a space between this one and this one, so that I'm making a margin top. Div class row mp-3 where I'm creating a margin bottom. Here I'm going to use label. Okay, I'm saying brand name. Okay, and then I'm going to use input type equal to text. Okay, now refresh hot. You got the brand name and everything? Brand name, label, and brand name text box. You got it or not? Say yes or no?
Yes.
But sir, I want to have this in one column and this in another column. So what I'm going to do here, div class call hyphen lg hyphen 3 call hyphen md hyphen 3 call hyphen sm hyphen 3. So I'm going to put label inside this. cutting this, paste it. I put a label inside this, and then here div class call hyphen lg hyphen 4 call hyphen empty hyphen 3 call hyphen column dot sm hyphen 3. I'm going to add text box inside this. Now save all, refresh. You see, it is coming perfect. Say yes or no.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Everybody, Ashok, Varsha. Earlier, it was so different. But now what I want to do, I want to associate a model in this text box. So to do that, first what you need to do, you should not use the main model, brand ID and brand model, right? You should not use the same brand model. So what you need to do, you create a folder, brand models. Every model you are creating separately. So here, right click, add new item, say a class name, create brand, or simply say add brand request model. This is the name you have to specify. Add brand request model. Okay. So what is your second step, third step? Step 4, 5, design the HTML, design the .cs HTML for creating products. Fifth step, sixth step, create a independent model class for the create. Okay, so now in this model class, what is the parameter you required, ma? In this model class, what is the property you require?
ID and
Only
name.
brand name alone, right? So what you need to say, public string brand name. And then you have to specify string.empty because you don't want violation of warnings. Okay. Now save this. Go back to the here. Just build the project. Now in the create.css HTML, do you need a model should be injected here? Say yes or no. At using catalog model dot brand models. Okay. And then you have to specify your model. How we are going to specify model brand model? So this is not a brand model. This is a add. Okay. The model what I created the class is been accessed in the CSS/HTML. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Now you need a helper class for connecting this label and input. So what you need to do, you can add this helper also in your CSS/HTML. Okay, you added or not? Now come back in the label to say ASP hyphen for brand name. You got the property? Say yes or no.
Yes.
And then simply escape. See, you got the name, brand name, you got it, and class will be form control. Now save it. On top of that, you need to have a type also for the input type text. Now it will be actually working as requested. Now save all, try to run the project. Click brand. When I click a brand, see this text box is highlighted. Now listen carefully. When I click on a brand, this text box will get highlighted. Where is my cursor? Where is my cursor? Can anyone tell me? Where is my cursor?
Branding.
When you click on a brand name, what happened? It is highlighting. When you click here also, it will highlight. When you click here also, it will get highlight. When you click on a brand also highlight, because when you right click, view page source, you see for, okay. And then here you see ID. In plain HTML, what you will do, this name property will be associated with the for. Okay, but in ASP.NET Core, simple thing you need to do. What is nothing but is ASP-for. That is the beauty of tag helper. This ASP for will generate this entire stuff for you. This entire stuff for you. Clear my point? Clear my point or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Ashok, Varsha, Akshay, Satish, everybody, please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now go back, trying to enter. What is the product? I say some Motorola. I need to click on a submit.
Yes,
Do
sir.
I need to click a submit?
We need to create button.
Yeah. So what I need to do? I close this row. Do class row margin top. See, it is automatically created for me because of AI. Because of AI. What we did? We created a button with primary, brand, and create. Am I right or wrong? Now you also have one more, should have a cancel button. I don't want to create any product. I need to go back. So what I'm doing, call -LG -3. Call hyphen mm, call hyphen MD -3. Call hyphen SM-. Okay, so here you have an anchor class which has a brand and index where you go back to the back button. Now I prepared everything. Let me build the project. Try to run the project. Now, when you click a new brand, you are getting a brand name. Say yes or no? You are getting a brand name or not?
Yes, sir.
And back button create. When you click back, it is going back to the controller. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But there is an issue. Both are coming in two different rows. What is the issue? Let's fix it. This is the issue. This guy is the issue. I'm not doing any validation, okay? Because in the brand, I'm not going to do any validations. I will implement validation when I create a product, okay? So don't worry about it. New brand. You see, there is a gap. Gap is created or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I don't want this much gap. So what I can do, let me make it as LG2. And here I can also say LG2. Okay. So that the design will be good. Now, do I need to associate this controller with action method or not? When I submit a button, when you create a button, I need to associate this create method into an action method or not? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Akshay, Vishal, Ashok. So what you need to do in the brand controller, you go back, you create another action method, public, I action result, and say create. What is the request you are going to get? Add brand request model equal to model. Okay. This one I will take later point of time. Okay. Let first do only thing is add request model, return view. Something like this we are putting. Do I need to associate this action method? Means what you need to do, you need to add here. It is giving everything for me. I don't want to do anything. Simply I create like this. This is at the time of getting the view, I'm using an HTTP GET. When I'm submitting a data, it will be HTTP post. Clear my point?
Yes, sir.
Come again, Ashok.
Yes, sir.
Ashok, you got it right? Satish, Akshay, Varsha.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Please confirm
Yes.
me. Satish. Satish, are you travel? Okay. So now what happened?
Sir, I'm traveling, sir. I'm traveled office.
Okay. So you select data here. Now see, I put a breakpoint over there. Now when I click a brand detail, I had a Motorola here. Motorola. Motorola is a company. Okay. Is a brand. And then click on create. Why it is not coming? Is it a button class? It's correct. Okay. You need a form action. What to do? You need to have a form action. Okay, fine. So wrap everything in a form. This div and this div you have a form method post. Okay, and then click on this, cut it, paste here, save, run. Okay, click on a brand, Motorola. See, you got the action. Say yes or no.
Right. Right.
Now the model contain a Motorola here with the brand name.
Right.
Submitting the data. Your HTML is submitting data to me or not? To the my action method or not? Everybody.
Data is still,
Yes, sir.
data is not added right now, right?
It is added. Motorola brand name. You got it? Whatever I entered.
So it is not added in database, right?
It is not yet added the database. I'm receiving data from the front end. Now I need to implement some database logic. I will do that. Okay.
Okay.
And then you need to pass this, create this data to your service or not, service layer or not. See here, step 7, create a post method. Am I right? Post method in the controller class. Step 8, add form tag with method post. Method type is post. Step 9, after receiving data, we need to pass data to service layer. Am I right or wrong? Do we need to pass it to service layer or not?
Yes, it is.
Everybody, everyone. See, you are receiving data. I want to store the data in the database. For that, you need to pass this data to service layer. For that, you go back to your solution, go to your service layer. In the branch service, you come here, you create a method, public void add brand of brand model. Clear my point? There, here, the request should not be a brand model. It should be your add brand request model. Now here, what you need to do, if add, no, let's have a proper name so that it will be easy to understand. Copy, say like this, if add brand model not equal to null, or you simply say equal to null. Okay, if there is null, throw the exception. Saying that if the model is null, throw exception. If there is no null, what you need to do, you create an object like this. Okay, where name equal to. Clear my point, ma? Everybody, Ashok, Vivek.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So what we are doing in this call, in this logic, checking null or not. Here, if it is not throwing the argument exception, bind map the add brand request model to brand model and then add it to the database. So here you need to write a logic where you are going to add a brand like this. So brand repository, brand, add a new brand. Or you got my point? Once this has been successful, okay, in the service layer, it will come to come to your brand controller. Okay, so here you need to call that service method or not? You need to call a service method. What is the service method? Brand service pot add. Why add is not coming? Okay, fine. I understand. Go to your service. Do we need to register this method in your iBrand service or not? Say yes or no?
Yes, we need to
Go to definition.
register.
Here, void. This is how we have to add. And then right click quick action, add this model. So you have a brand model, you have a contract. Everything is there. Build a project. Done. Go back to your controller. Here you say, Mr. Brand Service. Hey, Mr. Brand Service. Dot
Add
brand model. Okay, then here, instead of returning a view, return redirect to action. Which action you want to return? You want to return and show the list so that you are going to use index action method. So here you say
create.
index. Now save it, run the project. Now go to your new brand. You say Motorola. Hey, I have one more thing. Sorry. See, go to your brand service. Do we need to generate a GUID for the brand for this new brand?
No,
So ID, you have to generate a new GUID. Your database will not create a new GUID. You have to create your GUID. I forgot this. So we need to generate a GUID so that a new ID will be generated for the brand that will be stored in your brand table. Every time you have to create your GUID, always a best practice. Not allow your database to create a GUID. New brand, Motorola. Okay, create. Now you see, you got the model with the data. Motorola you received or not? Everyone. Now,
Yes, sir.
you are coming to the service. You are checking whether your request model is null or not. If your request model is null, it is trying to create a brand object. Now you see a brand with GUID and name is created. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Look into the brand. You got the ID, you got the name. You got the ID and name or not?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Varsha.
Yes.
Okay. and then you are trying to insert the data into the database. Now it is inserted. Go back. When you redirect your action, you see, what happened?
Sir, save changes.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Brand repo dot save changes. It is not stored in the DB. You are adding into the brand collection. You need to save as a changes so that it will go and insert the data. I forget. Sorry here. Hey, create a brand. Motorola. Create F11. Checking it. Creating a brand object. Brand is created. Added in the collection. Now you see this brand in the repository. There is a brand is added. If you look into the entity type, all the brands are added here. Where account, everything will be added. Now, just say save changes. It will be stored in the database. When you redirect, you see Motorola is added. Say yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This is how we need to implement creating brand. Clear my point? Is it easy or tough? Akshay, Satish, Ashok,
Yes.
is it easy for you or tough for you? How you feel?
This is layered architecture. You need to make sure that proper coding should be at proper place.
That's it. Clear my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can add n number of objects. Nobody will care about it. See, I go here. Let me try to add one more. Without seeing a project, I can able to do debugging a project. It will automatically add one more record. Tell me any other product name apart from these four.
Samsung.
Hmm?
Samsung.
Samsung shall be add. Samsung. Create. Added.
Yes.
Within a fraction of a second, a record has been added with the help of create. Within a fraction of a second. That's how we need to do. The only thing what we did is we followed a proper architecture layer. What we did first we go to index.cshtml. We created a new brand button. This step we did. We designed the HTML. And then what we did in the controller, we tried to create an index with HTTP gateway. Am I right or wrong? Where we are returning a view. And then in the create.cshtml, we created a separate model called add brand request model. And then we added a helper. Which helper? Tag helper. And then we designed the UI. While designing the UI, we forgot to add form equal to post. We added that form. So within this form only, you will have all the divs. Clear my point? Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why this guy is having a problem? I think we have a div here. Okay, perfect. Now you see, you have a form method. In that form method, I added div. So let's give us some space so that it will be easy readability. Is it a easy readability? By seeing the code by extending like this. Okay, outlining, collapse to definition. Outline, collapse to definition. When you do the definition collapsing, you see one by one you will have a div and you will have a form method. If somebody want to understand in the form method, they go here, they'll understand, okay, they created 2 rows. Okay. And I will go inside. Okay. They created a row with MB3 and then they created a collapse panel. Okay, fine. This is super. So I understand by the code. Okay, so I'm expecting such a kind of code you need to understand. And then once you've done that, the last one, you will have a submit button. In that submit button, only when you submit a form, that time you are using a button. When you go for a back, you are using an anchor. Or you got my point. Listen carefully. When you submit a data, you need to use button. In your HTML, if you are trying to submit a data, you have to use button. Whereas if you want to click on a particular redirection, you have to use anchor. That you need to take care. You need to carefully take care. Once you've done that, in the brand controller, you will have a HTTP post. You are posting data to this method with the help of request model. This model will collect the data, go to your service where you are declaring this method in your interface. And then you are going back to implementation. In the implementation, where I'm checking whether my request is null or not. If null, I'm throwing exception. If not null, let's throw the exception. What will happen? I'm putting a breakpoint here. Catalog is not null. Only the name brand is null. It will work. See, there is a problem. Inner exception. SQL cannot insert null value. We fixed it. But you need to throw an exception. How do you throw an exception? Simply here, you create one more validation. What is the validation we have to put? If. Okay? Understand? What I'm saying? String dot is null or empty brand name. Throw another exception. Brand name cannot be null or empty. Now try to run the project. Go to brand, create. I'm getting the data, checking the brand. Yes, model is not null, but here brand is null. Throwing an exception or not? What they are saying? What is the exception you are getting from the application? Hello?
Parameter is empty. Empty
Hmm?
parameter.
Empty parameter. So without the data, you cannot able to proceed further. Is it a right option?
You can check in JavaScript or something like that.
No. In ASP.NET MVC Core, you should not have any JavaScript. Get rid of JavaScript. Always you need to throw like this only. I will tell, there is a few concepts are there. Model validations and all those things. From the product, I will explain. Okay. Basic server-side code I explained it today. For validating everything where you are not able to submit the form. From the view level itself, you can control it. I will tell you. Okay. Ashok.
Yeah, or in the model validation, you can set up this required or
Not
something like that,
No, no, no.
no?
I'm not going to do this particular stuff. There is another controller we are going to create. There are two more controller we are going to create, and that controller I will do that. Okay.
Okay.
And one more thing, I have a certain things to remodify. I need to move this brand model into the brand models folder because it should be clean and neat. Okay. So what I will do, if I do the brand model, where and all I'm using a brand model, I need to add the brand models. See, brand services having a brand model, whereas that brand controller will also having a brand model. Okay. And then when you run it, it will work. I believe in index.cshtml, it will throw error. See, whatever I said is correct. Go to the index.cshtml. Here the problem is dot brand models. Now it will work. No warning, nothing. Everything is perfect in the project. Run. Create new brand. Create. Throw an exception. We got an exception. Go back. Say Vivo mobile or Vivo. Create. Just created Vivo. Clear?
Right.
So tomorrow we are going to plan, edit and delete. We are going to delete a record. We are going to edit a record in this, and then day after tomorrow, we are going to deploy this in Docker container. Clear my point?
Yes, sir.
Once we complete the Docker container, we understand end-to-end CRUD operation, deploying the MVC project in Docker with the SQL Server, so that is the same thing continuously. We will build code and we will deploy on a daily basis. Every feature we will create, we will deploy in Docker, we will test it. Every feature we will create, we will deploy in Docker, we will test it. Clear, ma?
Yes.
Okay.
So today is Wednesday. Okay. So by Friday, we have to achieve, deploy this project in Docker. Clear?
Okay.
Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you.